Dude, did you see that weird shit with Lindsey Graham? Like the way he's like, we're gonna kill Russians. Like it's the creepiest shit you ever saw. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Dude, it's so spooky.
Let me see it.
You'll have to. I don't know where I saw it, but it's like he's like with Zelensky, and he's
I
like,
just started getting a stomachache.
dude, it's
Just you saying that, I started getting a stomachache.
the way he talks about murdering people is really unnerving. You know where I saw it? I saw it on Tucker Carlson's first Twitter episode. Did you
Really?
see that?
No.
Tucker Carlson's new show on Twitter.
So what is the show?
It's just him like doing a monologue, basically. It's like a monologue.
So it's like his old show.
It's like his old show, but now he's been like unmuzzled. So it's like freebase Carlson. He's like going hard. And, you know, it's weird. It's like these days, I think a sign that you're looking at a real journalist is you worry about them. You're like, they're going to get, you got to shut up, man. Like you should, they're going to get you, man. What are you doing? Are you safe? Because it gives you that feeling. And you know what's really interesting about it? Like, you know, I get like people on the left are furious with him, and just like people on the right hate Rachel Maddow or whatever. But he was mocked for talking about the UFO wreckage stuff. Like people in the comments were like, he's talking about UFOs like he saw a crop circle and talked about it. Not like
let's hear it. Here it is. Live free or die.
You're free.
Yes.
And we will be.
And the Russians are dying.
It's the best money we've ever spent.
Thank you so much.
I expect in the coming days and weeks for the Ukrainian counteroffensive to yield results. And I'm here to tell you that the last chapter of the Battle of Bakhmut is yet to be written. I'm here to tell you that the Russian military is about to have holy hell unleashed upon them.
That kind of guy you don't want running anything. You don't want that guy.
You don't want that guy running a fucking Starbucks.
Yeah, I don't want. That was creepy. Just the way to talk that way about something with so much weight on it.
Yeah, and at the point that you're like
talking like he's in a movie.
You're celebrating the human death, like essentially the human sacrifice of conscripts. Like you're celebrating human sacrifice, and somehow
it's human sacrifice that we've written off as being okay.
Russia gave him there's an arrest warrant out for him for those comments that he made from Russia.
He said my crime was speaking truth to power. God damn, I hate that phrase. That phrase gets fucking thrown around by a lot of morons. You know, I mean, I know it's a real phrase, and people when they mean it, I get it. But my crime was speaking truth to power. That fucking freaks me out.
It freaks. Hawks are creepy, dude. Like it's like somehow they've managed to get to a place where they can publicly celebrate violent human, like just essentially like war is a failure of humanity, right? Like that's, so people like him are celebrating the death. You're not like, it doesn't matter if you're doing the right thing. Those are still people.
It's also the way he's talking.
He loves it.
It just, I don't want anyone who gets to make those choices to talk like that. Says, my crime was speaking truth to power, said Graham. Russia has illegally invaded Ukraine. Putin has committed war crimes on an industrial level, and I'm going to keep talking about it. Freedom allows you to say the things I said. We live in a country where you can criticize your leaders. Well, that's kind of true, but it's just what you said with the magnitude of the weight of your words. It's on the line, and the whole world's listening, and that's what you said.
Yeah.
The best money we ever spent. Like, that's a crazy thing to say. The whole thing is, the Russians are dying. We're going to...
It's not a fucking football game, man.
Exactly.
Like, this isn't a sport.
Exactly.
Like, what you like, just like, you can clearly, from like the micro, there are times where you're going to have to use violence in a society. There's times where someone's losing their mind, swinging a samurai sword in the middle of the street, or whatever, and like cops have to take them out. This is obvious, but like to then like celebrate that you had to like kill a lunatic or something is so dark. Like, why not collect their scalps, Lindsey Graham? If you're so into this shit, why don't we start scalping the fucking Russians? We'll just cut pieces of, start wearing a necklace of Russian fingers. You know, if you're so into murdering people and also ignoring the demographics of the people who are getting fucking slaughtered. I mean, you can see videos of them being dragged out of their houses and taken to the middle of Ukraine to just get thrown into a fucking blender, dude. And that's what he's tap dancing about. It's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy, and that way of talking that he just did is like it's a standard politician's way of addressing a very complex issue. They do it with like there was a rah aspect to that. Yeah. We're gonna unleash holy hell on them Russians.
Pep rally for murdering people, dude.
Yeah, because that is a football thing. Like saying it like that, that's like we're gonna go fucking kick their ass. It's a team,
right? But for sure, there is no financial motivation in what Lindsey Graham is doing.
No one would do that.
No.
All that money is just a coincidence.
Yeah. It's so fucking dark, man. Like, it's really so confusing to me. Because I guess I'm a naive idiot that people like that even exist.
Well, also that they exist on the left now. That's what's weird.
Yeah. You mean like because yeah, right. Because the general like
Lindsey Graham, is he a Democrat or Republican?
Republican.
He's a Republican.
Right? He's a Republican.
So they're all united on this idea. Of course he's a Republican. But they're all united on this idea that they should continue. There's no one, whether it's a Republican or a Democrat. Like, the Democrats were always anti-war. Always.
Oh, yeah.
Always.
Oh, yeah.
This is the first time where the Democrats are, like, wholesale buying the narrative. And we have to stop Putin. We have to support Ukraine. I mean, how many Democrat peaceful people that used to have syringes in their Twitter bio now have a Ukraine flag?
Right. Yeah. If you articulate just the general common sense reality that we don't want war.
We don't want war.
That we don't want anyone to die. I don't want Russians to die or Ukrainians to die. We want to elevate our species to the point where somehow we can get along with each other without like resorting to incinerating people.